Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 9 of season 7 here in the Career Mode RTG. In the last one, we made our January transfer signing. We've improved in our midfield and brought Lucas Torreira in from Arsenal. 88 rated. I believe it was actually 87 when we signed him. As we've gone from January into February, he's grown to 88 rated. So what a start to his time at the club it's been already, and he's been here less than a week. Lucas Torreira up 1 to 88. These are his stats. I'm not sure whether I'm in the way or not. I might be slightly. You can see he's growing. This is all of the growth you see here since he signed for us. Agility, aggression, interception, sprint speed and stamina all up 1. Vision up 2 and strength up 3. Ball control, long shots, crossing, slide tackle, volleys and free kick accuracy all up 1, with short passing up 3. That's since he signed for us. I think we made a very good decision to bring in Lucas Torreira. We're going to be continuing on with a 4-4-2 today. See if we can get a great partnership out of Rafael Leao and Gerzic. Leao's future at the club is still in question. We don't know whether he might be a one-season wonder or one-season failure, more to the point. He's still got 11 goal contributions in 16 games though, so he's certainly having an impact, but it's whether it's a big enough impact to warrant keeping a £60+ million player in the squad. We shall wait and see and make our judgments at the end of the season. We start today with a game away from home against Arsenal. Expect the next round of the FA Cup to be drawn at some point in this month. So if it displaces one of the other games, then we don't need to worry about it. If it doesn't, if it's just added in as an extra game, say here, and then the Brighton game is moved midweek, then I shall play Arsenal, I shall play City, I shall play the third FA Cup game, and then we'll sim Brighton and Manchester United. Because Man United are having a dog-awful season so far this year. Was it Man United that were playing worse? Well, actually, they've risen up the table since we last saw them. They were languishing a little bit lower than that. 10 draws and 7 wins, but they're a long way off where we are. And as you can see, Manchester City 2nd, Arsenal 7th, and have won significantly more than Manchester United. So that's the obvious one to sim of the 3. So we shall play Arsenal away. We shall then play Manchester City at home, also away, sim Brighton at home, and if we, well, the next round of the FA Cup is going to be drawn, so we shall play that as the third game of the episode. But we'll start with Arsenal, and we'll see if we can get ourselves a decent result away from home at the Emirates. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Of course, there was an episode of the Achieve and Leave went live yesterday, episode 1 of a new season at a new club. And of course, I need your feedback with regards to the transfer situation in that save, and we're going to have a lot of fun in that save this season because we've got upwards of £300 million to spend. So do go and check out yesterday's episode of that series if you've missed it. Outside of that one change with the wing back, I think quite happy with the way that Arsenal are lining up here. So I'm happy enough with my side. Slightly tired, but we should still be able to deal with Arsenal. So here we go. Time to travel, not far actually, down south from Cambridgeshire to North London to play Arsenal. Kinduzi, which runs straight into Moreles there. Quite the baptism of fire for Lucas Torreira. We signed him from Arsenal, and his first game for Cambridge United is against Arsenal away from home at the place that was his home just a few days ago. So I'm hoping that he shall be decent for us. 88 rated. He's certainly going to be an addition for simulated games for sure in that midfield role. We've gone up by 8 from Hill at 80 to Torreira at 88, and we've gone up from 84 with, he's going to win that, isn't he? He's missed it though, Gomez. And from 84 with Tom Davies to 85 with Javier Moreles now as my other central midfielder. These shadows here at the Emirates are quite frustrating, but hopefully we can deal with it. We're still at 0-0 after a few moments or few minutes. We're currently 5th, as you can see, top left there, 2 points ahead of Chelsea. There's a lot of games yet to be played, though, in the remainder of the season, although we are competing on multiple fronts. Lucas Torreira will bring that down well and find Javier Moreles, whose shot is blocked. Chances at both ends for either side so far in the opening 15 minutes or so, but no goal to speak of yet. Forward there to Anamola. Look, we'll play the 1-2 with Javier Morales. In there to Gerzic. Spins well. We'll look for layout. And there's Anamola looking on the far side. It's actually Morales who he's found. Great save by Bernd Leno. From close range, he got his hands up very quickly there. Superb reactions from the German to deny us a 1-0 lead. To deny Javier Morales another goal and Rafael Leao another assist. Diogo Dalot closing down Hakimi here, who scored against us last time we played Arsenal, I remember. Oh, how's Bergwijn gotten through that challenge? Almost looks as if it went through the defender's legs. That'll drop to the Arsenal man there, who's had the effort. Reiss Nelson will recover possession, and that is over and safe. I'm not entirely too sure what happened there down the wing. I thought that I had that covered, to be honest, with the defender. And then it seemed to just almost port through his legs. Was it Conte? It was. We'll see it here. How on earth has that made it through his legs there? That is the potentially... Oh, it's not the tightest nutmeg of all time. It has genuinely just gone through his foot. Cheers then, game. Thankfully, it didn't cost us a goal. So we shall build from the goal kick and not worry about it. Really determined to work that around. But a poor pass. Looking for Ziegler. Leaves Hakimi to then play in. Ndidi to Bergwijn. Into Maulida to Bergwijn again. Looking for Maulida. Good save by the keeper. And crucially, he battered it safe. And it's a corner though for Arsenal. Bergwijn to deliver. Looks like they're going to go short, and they have done. Reiss Nelson, rather fast. Adamola Lookman is no slouch, but still Reiss Nelson will be quicker than him. We'll get that to Gerzic, though. And the counter is on here. And both Gerzic and Rafael Leao are very, very, very fast. Looking for the assist. Oh, but can't find it. Will we get the chance? We won't. 0-0 at half-time. Out to Lookman. Around the corner to Junior, driving forward well. We'll look to cross the ball in. It's a very good delivery. It's not going to reach a teammate, but the ball in, very nearly did. Suarez Garcia is on that right-hand side now for Ziegler, who, again, was starting to tire. A couple of the players that started on slightly lower fitness have had to be taken off, but we have the ability to bring on players of decent enough quality to still make an impact. What Hakimi and Reiss James are doing here, I've absolutely no idea. Having a little love fest down in that bottom left-hand corner, but now Arsenal come away on the counter-attack. Bergwijn will play Hakimi around the corner, and he and Maulida will try and build, but now Hakimi's out of position, and we'll try and exploit that. In fact, I'm trying to exploit it on the opposite side of the field. It's Adamola Lookman who will look for Gerzic. Gerzic crosses it in. Oh, and Rafael Leao would have been there to tuck home if Bernd Leno hadn't dived in the way. Here's Smith Rowe, played in down the left. The delivery was decent, but Conte deals with it, thankfully. 12 minutes to go. Arsenal making a change. Mariano, coming on for Maulida. So a change at striker for them. Smith Rowe still involved heavily on this right-hand side. Tom Davies nearly got his foot in there. Danny Carvajal trying to create something now from right back. Guendouzi to Ndidi. Good save by Paul Lopez. 10 minutes to go. Still 0-0. But either side have had opportunities to win the game. Wish Javier Morales had put away that chance in the first half. The first half that was one-on-one, but Bernd Leno made a tremendous stop from it. We've got a number of tired players out there right now on both teams, but I'm still confident that we can get the win if we can create that one clear-cut opportunity. Nice little dummy by Smith Rowe. Ball's whipped in. Conte heads away. Carvajal down the line there to Smith Rowe. Will turn well, cross blocked, keeper's going to come, Conte heads it away, thankfully finds a teammate, counter is on, but there is so many Arsenal players back here, I have no room to try and counter into, unless we can play Suarez Garcia in behind. He's got good sprint speed and acceleration, and he's gotten away from the defenders here. I'm going to look for someone in the middle. The best I could hope for there really was the corner via the deflection. Lookman will deliver, it's a good ball in as well. Gerzic was arriving. Bring that down with Rafael Leao. Try and find a teammate, which we've done well. Conte will get that to Tom Davies. Hit it early first time, but find only the awaiting hands of Bernd Leno, and that will be game. A 0-0 draw against Arsenal. A very hard-fought, competitive game of football. And that, man, is the reason why we didn't get all 3 points. Oh, Arsenal just edging possession. We created more chances. Southampton beat Chelsea, which is a massive result. Massive result, actually. At the top end of the table. That will help us out tremendously. We've got Manchester City next. Chelsea dropped below us to 6th now. And, as you know, were Chelsea already behind us? We're on 42 and they would have been on 40. So we must have been behind them, or above them already, actually. City are top now. Leicester are 2nd. Is it happening again? Leicester City second, 3 teams on 46, 2 teams on 43, then Chelsea on 40 and Arsenal on 35, United on 34. It's Manchester City up next for us. Still no word yet on the next round of the FA Cup, although when it's drawn I will show you it. But for now, we're going to head into that game against City. It has gone the way that we thought it would. The FA Cup has been drawn on this weekend and the game against Brighton has been moved. Annoyingly, it's been moved to 2 days after United. Why couldn't it have been played on this Wednesday? Don't know. Why couldn't it be played on this Wednesday? Don't know. Okay, Manchester City next. Aymeric Laporte is out injured for City, but other than that, he's the only first-team player that isn't in the starting 11. I only had to make... in fact, I didn't have to make any changes. I was going to put Kenny Tett in at left-back, but decided against it, or potentially at right-back. Del Fry could maybe go in for Sana, but there's only a couple of ratings difference between the two of them. Quintero, I'll drop out, though, to the bench there. But it's a very, very strong Manchester City side. Bernardo Silva looks like he's incredible at this stage of a career. 91 rated. Outrageous. I might even be interested in buying him at some point. Not necessarily in this series, but in a future one, because he clearly grows very, very well indeed. For now, though, it's time to head away from home this time. Rather than down to North London, it's north to Manchester City.
Is that the way you see it, Alan?
Tusa, back to Gbamin. Tusa again. Nice interception there by Javier Morales. Forward goes it's a poor pass, but it will drop from Morales, and we'll look to send Rafael Leao away. Great opportunity to try and get us 1-0 lead here. Edison's closing him down, but Rafael Leao wraps it off the post. A goal for Rafael Leao, his 5th in the Premier League for us this season. Javier Morales is right there with him to celebrate too. That is very, very pleasing to see. Morales with the assist, Leao breaking forward on his 4-star weak foot, smacks it off the far woodwork and into the back of the net. What I might do actually is try and swap Leao and Gerzic around so that I get Rafael Leao on his right foot more often than not. Because I keep having to turn inside on his right foot to get better efforts on it. So we'll have to wait and see if we can work some opportunities like that on his right-hand side. It might work that... Well, it might work out that he's actually better on the left, but I do actually want to try and do that, because if I can work those opportunities in... Oh, that was poor. In a very similar fashion, just on the other side of the pitch. Oh, no! Well, City have equalised immediately. If I can work those opportunities rather than going down that channel to go down that channel on his right-hand side, we might find that he's more successful in front of goal. Although, on a few occasions where I have played him down the right-hand channel, he has been able, or has been forced, by good defending to turn inside on his left foot to try and find the finishing opportunity. Sterling with the outside of his right foot. It's just pure shot power, beats Pau Lopez there. He misses the ball. I thought I'd done enough with Perella, but Sterling held him off. Great strength from little Raheem Sterling. Unfortunately, able to hold off my big Portuguese defender. We do have a lot of Portuguese players, actually, in the first team now, don't we? But we'll see if we can get a second goal here. Ziegler trying to arrive. Morales, another one of my Portuguese players, turns well. Ooh, he hit it well enough, but didn't aim it well enough. Jesus. Forward there to Sterling. Good tackle by Junior. What, has Sterling been on steroids? The strength being shown by Raheem Sterling in this game is outstanding. It's twice now he's held off a player that's considerably taller and more physical than him. Sané and Tusa linking up well. Here's Ballo Torre, who's very, very fast. I don't know much about his physical stats, but certainly got the acceleration to cause me some problems. Get that away with Conti and get it around nicely to Rafael Leao. Now we're on the counter-attack, going the other way. Admiral Lukman up against Sandler. We'll turn inside. I've got Morales there. I've got people around me. Gerzic somehow found himself on the right-hand side now, rather than on the left, where I swap my strikers over. Good block by the defender. Get the tackling with Morales. Get it to Leao, who's on his right foot this time, and misses the target. How did he strike that? That's got to be on target, doesn't it? He's tried to finesse it in the bottom corner, and he's just straight up missed the bottom corner. That wasn't very good. Morales to Torreira. Gerzic, look for Leao. Spins well, accelerates well. His right foot this time, it's on target, but it's a good save by Edison. 90 rated Edison, so he's not going to be easy to get the ball past. Conti could win this header. Toussaint does. I'll get this quickly back out wide there to Ademola Lookman, and then we'll look to dart back on his right, which we've done well. It's a good cross, but it's cleared away by a defender, and City will look to counter on me. Gabriel Jesus and Leroy Sané have been their two highest rated players for a number of seasons now, and they always cause me problems, specifically Leroy Sané, but so far we've kept Sané on this side quiet. It's actually been Raheem Sterling on the other side of the pitch that's been the main issue. Also, my passing has had some problems thrown my way as well because of it. Sané played in, and again we deal with Leroy Sané. We can cope with the German, but it's the Englishman that we're struggling with. It's there to Lucas Torreira. Kabamin lunges in, and Torreira slow to his feet, and now Jesus trying to catch us on the counter here. Sané to Jesus. I get there with Dalot. I tried and couldn't. Sané darts into the box. Leroy Sané bars Conti. Oh, Paul Lopez with a save at his near post. I don't quite think that was going in. I am not sad at all to see the back of Raheem Sterling. Riyad Mahrez on in his place. Ball delivered in and headed away by Conti, and as far as Manu Garcia. Oh, Paul Lopez struggles to keep that out, but keep it out he does. Riyad Mahrez will deliver again, and headed away by Lucas Torreira. Still Manu Garcia on the edge of the box. This is getting repetitive and frustrating, then I can't get rid of it. Ademola Lookman is in pain there, holding his left shoulder. We might have to take him off sooner rather than later. In fact, I'll do that now that the ball's gone out there. Lookman to come off and Dennis Adebola to come on, and I'm going to put Tom Davies in there, and we'll see if we can't get ourselves a goal to go in front. Ziegler in there to Lucas Torreira. Oh, that's a heavy touch. There's absolutely no reason to have a heavy touch in there, but have a heavy touch he did, and now we're on the back foot again. Dale Fry's come on as a substitute for City, bringing the ball about nicely, but at the minute not going anywhere with it, and literally Martin Tyler just said no great danger here, and it's basically mirroring or echoing what I was saying in my own commentary. Dennis Adebola looking to get in behind Martin now at right back. I've got Rafael Leao there. We'll play it across to Ziegler. 99 finishing, used to full effect. Rafael Leao with the assist and a goal in this game, and we have ourselves a 2-1 lead now with 17 minutes to go. That's a good in. Toussaint, Cisco over the top. Sané knocks that down well. Fry to Sané, trying to get it off him, but can't. Dale Fry to Leroy Sané. I'm trying not to bring my defenders too far out of position. If Conti could keep that in, stop them from getting a corner, that would be great, which he's done well, but it might lead to their goal. Corner. It's my decision to try and keep that in with Conti there, and it may cost us. Manu Garcia, skips past the challenge of one, and Conti's in the way again. My passing lets me down. Thought we could get it around the corner there. We're still in trouble. Riyad Mahrez trying not to let him on his left. Conti heads away again. It is probably going to be his last season at the club, Conti, but he is still a rock for me at the back. Time and time again, stepping up where needed. That was Perella in the way this time. Out for a corner to Manchester City again. Riyad Mahrez on it. Delivered in, and it's going to beat... Oh! Gabriel Jesus! Emphatic header at the near post in the 85th minute. Who is he up against? I actually think it was Conti. It was in there. Oh, was it on target initially? Did it come off the bar, post, player or keeper? Thank you for reacting to the ball, Diego Dalot. He literally stood there, watched it hit him in the head and just turned to watch it go in. Reactions aren't quite good enough there from my wing-back, to be completely honest. 2-2 against Manchester City. That was particularly frustrating to concede, especially in the manner that we did. Dalot, forward there to Rafael Leao. Accelerate away. Look for Ziegler. Find him well. Step away from the challenge. Del Fry gets in. Get up. Why have you done 3 roly-polies and not tried to get back to the ball, Herbert Ziegler? That's so annoying. Sané played in behind. Dalot can only trip him. Now Del Fry's in behind as well. Fry with a delivery. Don't you even think about going 3-2 in front now. Gerzic to Rafael Leao. There's the final whistle. It's going to be a 2-2 draw against Arsenal. Against Manchester City, sorry. It was a 0-0 draw against Arsenal. And as points dropped here against Manchester City, as far as I'm concerned, we should have won that one. Spurs win by 2-1. Liverpool draw with Leicester, which is good for us. Manchester United win against Southampton, which is not good for us. But we should, I think, stay where we are in the league. Ademola Lookman out for 5 days with injury. But we should be able to cope with that. With the game upcoming against Watford in the Cup, I'll be playing my rotated side. I might still leave Rafael Leao or Gerzic up top ahead of Benedict Monnier because Watford are going to be slightly tougher a test than Norwich or... Who else did we put? It was Norwich or Leeds? My brain is telling me Leeds. Was it Leeds? It was Norwich in the last round, wasn't it? Oh no, Leeds was in the league. It was Shrewsbury in the Cup. Norwich and Shrewsbury. Watford is certainly going to pose a different challenge. So Watford at home next, but I will be playing my slightly rotated side because they've been playing really well so far in the Cup. I want to commit to giving them the chance to take us all the way to the final, but I will have the players on the bench to step in if I need to. But to be fair, that starting lineup, actually not with Turner in it, with Tom Davies in it rather than Patrick Turner. Where are you, Tom? There you are. And with Monnier taken out for Rafael Leao, that certainly should still be a very, very good side. I'm going to put Suarez Garcia there, and we'll take for Edwards and give Edwards the chance to play. But we've got Gerzic on the bench, Ziegler on the bench. Monnier can come off for Torreira. Moreles can go in for Lookman. Still a very good, strong side from me, and looks like it's still a very good, capable, strong side from Watford as well. Don't really see the point in making any changes to that starting 11. They're starting as strong as they can. We're starting still pretty strong. Hopefully, we shall go through in the Cup.
Teams have played really well to get to this point, and I'll be hoping to continue that form.
Suarez Garcia. Back to Toby Edwards. See the overlapping run from Jayden Bogle. We could start off on the front foot here with an early 1-0 lead. Oh, and we will. Dennis Adebola at the back post. What a way to start this round of 16 FA Cup tie. Jayden Bogle with the delivery, and Dennis Adebola first time on the volley. I think he's got 99 finishing, Dennis Adebola. Some of these youngsters have grown outrageously with regards to their technical stats. 93 finishing. Their technicals, considering they're still only in their early 20s, or late teens for a couple of them, their technical stats are absolutely disgusting. Yet their physicals haven't caught up. But Dennis Adebola is certainly doing very well already in this game. I'm trying to get across there to Toby Edwards. There we go. He's got 89 acceleration. His technicals are growing really nicely. 99 crossing for him. So perhaps he might have been the better player to cross that ball with than Jayden Bogle. But still giving us a 1-0 lead regardless. That's the perfect start. Sergio Lopez. Back there to O'Connell. Forward to Luca Bacchio. Swept down the line to Kelechi. Vaguely drawn out of position here. The 6'7" man going to be better played in the middle. And we, in fact, do miss his height in that central area. As Silla, up against two players, wins the header to pull Watford level. Tom Davies filling in at centre-back. And, well, he made no attempt. To be fair, no defender made any attempt to try and win that header. But to be fair, I don't think either of them would have gotten to it if they'd tried anyway because of the way that it dropped out the air right on Silla's forehead. Watford 1, Cambridge 1. This FA Cup tie is certainly alive. It's Jordan Lukaku. Nicely intercepted by Oscar Hill. Suarez Garcia around the corner there to Tom Davies. Will look to send Rafael Leao away. He is in the channel and there's a lot of players around him. Dennis Adebola is there though. Spins well. We'll get it to Leao. We'll cross it into the middle and Toby Edwards can't get to it. Tom Davies might win that. He hasn't, but it will drop to him still. And here's Rafael Leao who turns well. Rafael Leao, good save by Martin. Nearly able to make it 2-1 just before half-time. 18 minutes to go. Silla's picked up a knock for Watford. Good news for me. Good header there by Getrauda. Down to Moreles, who's kept that run going. And still running strong. Moreles, Davies in there to Oscar Hill. Out to Jayden Bogle. They're going through the middle there to Moreles and look for the run.
That's a brilliant piece of
Unfortunately, not
intercepting
find the
there,
run,
and a crucial
but still
time
we've got
in a
possession.
crucial
Nadabola played in again, and here's Javier Moreles. Good save by the keeper.
Might be needed again. He did
Trying to have that instant impact. Instant
cross.
impact. Javier Moreles will whip that cross in. Look for Dennis Adebayo at the back post, but not find him. There's less than 12 minutes to go now before we look like we're going to be heading towards a replay. I certainly don't want to happen. Come on. Come on. Let's get ourselves this goal. You tell I'm kind of psyching myself up here. Come on. Come on. Do it right, Ches. Dennis Adebayo in behind. Dennis Adebayo, what a save. Suarez Garcia's there for the rebound. 86th minute, Cambridge 2, Watford 1. We will be going to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup this season. Oh, that's a let-off. There's a big let-off. Dennis Adebayo should have finished this chance. There's no excuse for not finishing that, other than perhaps it's just a superb save by the keeper. But I get so lucky that the defender just can't react in time. For some reason he goes with a heading animation there. Although I think it's just any sort of reaction to try and turn and get something on it. Suarez Garcia pokes home the ball in the 86th minute. It's Cambridge 2, Watford 1. The FA Cup dream is very much still alive. Goodell drilled forward. His Cordoba was onside. Ball into the middle. Bailey wins the header. Oh, Suarez Garcia couldn't get to that because the referee was in the way. Is that going to cost us a goal? Maybe from this corner. Suarez Garcia would have gotten to that, and I would have cleared it, and the final whistle would have gone. I need to get rid of this. O'Connell with a header wide. Final whistle. Through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup we go. But I certainly now, I'm pretty sure, will be starting my full strength 11 in the FA Cup. It's getting particularly tough with that 11 that we've been playing recently. So, in the latter stages now, with Manchester City, Manchester United, Brighton, one of Everton or Bournemouth, one of Leeds or Huddersfield, and then one of the four at the bottom there will also be joining us in those quarterfinals. Hopefully it's not scheduled in the month of February, so obviously don't want to be playing any more months, or don't have the opportunity to play more games in the month of February, because we play 3 per month, and we've already done that in this month. We picked up 2 draws in the league and a win in the cup. We are level on points with Liverpool still in 4th, and 3 points behind City and Leicester, but Spurs now have 5-point lead over us at the top of the table. It's Manchester United coming up next in the Premier League, unless the FA Cup gets drawn, which hopefully it won't. It doesn't look like it has, so the FA Cup should be at the beginning of the next episode. Still so frustrated that the game against Brighton has been scheduled on that Tuesday. That's just silly. Right, 409,000. My manager rating has plummeted. Next round, the FA Cup hasn't yet been drawn. Has not yet been drawn. Manchester United, we shall simulate. They're on a great winning run, although to be fair, 2 of those 3 games are in the European competition, and the other one against Hull was obviously not in the Premier League either. That was the FA Cup. And United holding us to a 0-0 draw so far. Leicester 2-1 up against Leeds after coming back from 1-0 down, so Leicester still looking like they're strong title challengers. Anthony Martial gives United a 1-0 lead in the 58th minute. Hopefully we can turn it around. Maybe we can turn it around. We cannot, unfortunately. But the game against Brighton is upcoming, and we have the opportunity to sim that home game against Brighton and get a victory on this occasion instead. They've just lost 2-0 to Arsenal. They beat Fulham in the FA Cup and drew with West Ham. Victory, please. Moreles gives us a 1-0 lead. That's a good start. They equalise through Gyökeres. Moreles gives us a 2-1 lead. Cool, it's only goals in this game against Brighton so far. Then a couple of substitutions. Are they going to change the game at all? Moreles then picks up a knock. That's not good news for us. Hopefully he's not going to be out for too long. And Adebayo makes sure. A 3-1 win against Brighton. Please don't be out for too long. 3 days for Javier Moreles. Good news. He will be back for the game. At least he should be back for the game against Newcastle on the 1st. We'll just quickly check prize money in. And Cheney, Edwards and Callum Green all asking about their futures. Yeah, he's not going to be fit to play. But, forget, it's been drawn against Southampton towards the end of the month. So we've Forest at home, we'll simulate that. We'll play Newcastle, Bournemouth and Southampton. In fact, they're all home games in the league this month. I could start with a simulated game against Newcastle, to be fair. That might be better with the state of the squad. Bournemouth are down in 18th, Southampton are 14th, Newcastle are 12th, Forest are 11th. Although Southampton game obviously is in the cup. We are 2 points outside the Champions League spots, and still the league title race is well and truly alive as we're 3 points in 6th off first, with Liverpool there locked with City and Leicester City. Locked with City and City on 50 points. This season, it's going to be one hell of a finale in the FA Cup, hopefully, as well as the Premier League. That's all for today's episode. Do make sure you drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on more. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of Achieve and Leave and this series.